My name is Vincent Edward Morrell, and my passion is Jiu-Jitsu. My childhood, basically, when my mom was pregnant, my dad skipped out, but it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna go get a pack of cigarettes and then disappear forever. It was kind of just like my mom knew what kind of person he was and the way he treated her, so she asked him as a favor to leave. My mom did her best to teach me how to be a man, which didn't help that. I mean, I love my mom. But when I was about 5, she remarried this guy named Rick, and he was very abusive. He would just tear me down all the time, and it kind of just like, it wears on you and wears on you. And even after the situation passed and they got divorced, because one day my mom it kind of clicked, because she realized that he was abusive to me. If I told my mom that he was treating me this way, bad things would happen, that sort of thing. So I just never told her, and it just escalated for like 7 years. My mom has always been awesome. She has always just done everything for me and been there no matter what. She's a really, really strong woman. She's had to deal with a lot of stuff, and she had to raise me and feed me, and it's pretty hard. And very loving. She's always been there. She's been mom and dad my whole life. Protected me no matter what, and we argue and everything, but I mean, I wouldn't, because I don't really have much family, so if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't really have anywhere to go. When I was in wrestling, I got hazed because I was the fat kid and no one liked me. They all thought I was annoying, so they just shit on me all the time. It taught me how to not let someone break your spirit. At the end of wrestling, I didn't want to do it my senior year, and everyone said like, oh, you're fat, like you're never gonna change, you're just gonna be useless. And then I kind of just like, I listened to what they said, but I didn't let it bother me, kind of let it motivate me, and I got into weightlifting and just into personal physical fitness. So I didn't want to be that person anymore that people could just talk to like that without thinking anything of it. After that, I started Golden West, and I hadn't really been attending my classes. Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't, but for the most part I just didn't care that much, especially about math. So I got dropped, and then I failed my other class, but I didn't care that much because I didn't care about anything. After another full year of just doing whatever, working here and there and just working out, I found my jiu-jitsu gym, and everything after that was pretty much just everything I was looking for. So the story of how I found jiu-jitsu is that at my weightlifting gym, I saw this guy that he was talking about his gym that he trains jiu-jitsu at, and I would see him a lot. And so probably about a couple months later, my friend, he was my friend, he's a bodybuilder and he does steroids and all that, so I made a joke about the steroids, and he got really offended and he threatened me. And I thought to myself, well, I can't really defend myself, and I would like to be able to if he was actually going to do something. So at this time I was working at a grocery store, and the guy that would come to my gym, he was kind of a goof, and he would just go to the grocery store in gi pants. I saw him, and he invited me to come down, which I unquestioningly did. I went. He said, come Friday. I showed up Friday in the morning. I rode my bike, awkwardly introduced myself to people. I might not have. I might have just like awkwardly strolled in, and then shook hands with the teacher, and then proceeded to get beat up for an hour and a half. I clean and open the gym for my professor in the morning. I do this because he lets me, because he knew that I had no money, so he gave me the opportunity. I just show up, I clean, I train, and that's it. I just take care of the business for him. I knew that jiu-jitsu was for me when probably after like 5 or 6 months, and I realized that it makes me really happy, and nothing has ever made me that happy, and nothing has ever given me purpose or a sense of family and brotherhood the way that jiu-jitsu does. And I thought to myself, maybe one day when I've done all this, I've walked the path, I can have my own place where I teach, because I was super lost and I found purpose, and I would like to be able to do that for other people. I want to open a school because I want to be that person that lost kids and teenagers and even adults can take something from. They can get a skill, they can get love, they can find purpose, whatever they need. There's so many things that you can get from it, and so many things that you do get from it, but it's kind of like a safe haven for people.
That was the worst.